Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Jay Artigues, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and also Champagne Beverage. The Lions were in action on Sunday as they would be going for the sweep against Eastern Illinois. And going into the day, they were the only Division I team in the state of Louisiana that remained undefeated. And when they're going for the sweep, you know what that means. Gold on gold. Let's go out to Alumni Field and check out the Game 3 highlights.
Here we go on a Sunday at the Pat, and tradition, you win on Friday and Saturday, you go for the sweep. It's gold on gold Sunday. And young man representing Volvo Reynolds throwing out the first pitch. And throws a good pitch to get things started. Josh Janway making his first start of the season, senior on the mound for us, and he was absolutely dominant. You can see his fastball really running right there, wait for strike three. Good way to get things started. That's another strikeout looking. He had him guessing. Boy, he's throwing all 4 pitches for strikes. Did a super job on the night. I mean, outstanding. See that backdoor breaking ball just buckles the hitter's knees. He was dominating. Josh was really good on the night. You see a run on first base. Another fastball, 2 outs, 2 strikes, and he blows it by him for strike 3.
No runs, 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left on base.
Gold on gold, going for the sweep. Big curveball. Hitters just had no shot at that. I tell you what, he was just dominating Eastern Illinois hitters. See, they try to push bunt, trying to get things going, and Josh Field's position. Wants it right back to him. Great job by Josh. Strike 3. Here we go, getting things started. Brock Abear hitting a shot down that third base line. That's for his 5th double of the season. Great job by Brock. You see he makes a big turn, hunting third base, but with no outs, makes a great decision going back to second. Great job by Brock. Ben Hernandez, good job putting that bunt down, forcing some action, putting some pressure. Harry Slade with the RBI. This ended up being the only run of the game. Harry doing a good job, left on left, going the other way with it, driving in Abear. For a 1-0 lead, and our bullpen made it stay. Turned it over to Jason Greenleaf, who blows it right by the hitter. Good job by Jason. And they got runners at the corners. Tried to put a bunt down, but the hitter stepped all the way across the plate, bunts the ball, called out. Great job right there. Fisher really noticing at the plate, pointing out to the umpire. The umpire seeing it. But obviously the hitter stepped completely across the plate for the bunt. Umpires continue doing his job. Coach had just had a few questions, wasn't quite sure about some things. Umpire helped him out and showed him where it was. And turn it over to Lopez. 2 outs, 1st and 3rd, and Lopez just throws it by him for strike 3. Game over. Lions win and sweep Eastern Illinois to improve to 7-0 on the season. Great win for the Lions. Gold on gold, and you can see up there in that parking garage, Alumni really showed up in Grove. Southeastern wins 1-0. Janway getting the win on the mound in a dominating fashion.
Coach, your club gets the sweep, and you win this one 1-0, a very tight game, and you got to take your hat off to Josh Janway. What a fantastic performance, and your club's able to scratch out a run, and you get the sweep over Eastern Illinois.
Yeah, Josh was dominant on the mound. 7+ innings, 7 strikeouts, only 1 walk. Defense played really well behind him. They turned over to the bullpen. Greenleaf and Lopez were really good as well.
Coach, your club is 7-0. If you had to take a look at one thing that, hey, we got to get better at, what's that at this point of the season?
Well, I think just more consistent, putting up pressure offensively. I think we've done a great job of doing that, putting pressure on them, but that's something we got to maintain, is just keeping the pressure on teams offensively. We're going to pitch, we're going to play defense, and offensively we're going to put a lot of pressure on guys until we can get some runners on base.
Well, one of the main keys of this 7-0 start has to be the Lion pitching staff, as they've been fantastic through the first 7 ball games, and this year they are under the leadership of new pitching coach Daniel Latham. Let's meet Coach Latham. Daniel Latham enters his first season with Jay Artigues' staff. Latham serves as the Lions pitching coach and assists recruiting coordinator Matt Reiser with recruiting efforts. And the two are used to working together, as they both played for the Tulane Green Wave.
Man, it seems like every week we got another story that one of us remembers, from our playing days. But, he's the exact same way he was when he was a player. He was really intense as a player. He's really intense as a coach. I loved it, when he was on my team. He was a great teammate, one of the best teammates I ever had. After they both earned their degrees from Tulane in 2007, Reiser joined Coach Jay Artigues in Hammond as the Lions hitting coach, while Coach Latham was drafted by the Minnesota Twins in the 15th round of the 2007 Major League Draft. Latham played in the Appalachian League in 2007, but in 2008 decided coaching was the route he wanted to go. Latham spent 2009 and 2010 as an assistant at High Point, North Carolina, and then in 2011 was an assistant at VMI.
And while coming home to coach was always on his mind, it really happened by accident.
Got a chance to come back home. I'm originally from here and moved up to the East Coast and get my coaching career started, and was at High Point for a couple years, and then was at VMI, and got to be around some great people. But my ultimate goal was to get to move back home at some point or closer to home, with all my family being from Covington.
Latham inherits a really good pitching staff with a good mix of veterans and newcomers. And while Latham loves the starters he has inherited, he is very excited about what his bullpen and newcomers offer for the 2012 Lions.
It's something that I always prided myself in as a coach. You know, being a bullpen guy myself, I always prided myself in having a great bullpen and teaching these guys how to be really effective out of the bullpen. And, you know, I inherited a lot of great players that can really do it out of the pen and have done it over their career. And we've got some other guys starting to step in.
So far, Latham has liked what he has seen, with Joseph Kuhn going 2-0, Dylan Hills coming out of the bullpen to move to 3-0, Josh Janway pitching a 3-hit shutout, and Stefan Lopez picking up his 4th save.
Guys can talk all day about the stuff Stefan has, and that's easy to measure. You know, you could sit there and hold a radar gun up and see that he's got stuff, but man, his mentality is off the charts. And you know, that's something I was really prided myself in when I was playing, and he's taken it to another level.
Coach, we just met Daniel Latham. I know you're ecstatic to have him on your staff this year, and he's done a great job. Obviously, as the pitching staff is got to be tops in the conference or something right now, because they've been fantastic.
Daniel's very knowledgeable about the game on the mound, and the thing I like about Daniel is I've been watching him as a player pitch with an uncanny makeup, very tough competitor, and he's bringing that same competitive spirit to our staff.
Well, Coach, going into this year, we talked about how the bullpen would be a major strength of your club, and he's a guy who did most of his pitching out of the bullpen for Tulane. Is that something that helps, and he gets some insight to those guys?
Well, I think his mentality rubbing off on the guys and seeing how to prepare, how to be ready in that bullpen when your times come, how to get ready for your time to come, and take advantage of that. And that's something Daniel did throughout his career, and it's something that he's doing a good job of pushing on to these young players.
Lions start the year 7-0. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the tip of the week and also the scouting report for this weekend right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Jay Artigues, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and also Champagne Beverage.